Hi, my name's Andy Maggs and I'm coming from a very cold spot by a river in Windsor, and I just wanted to take a few moments to just pass on some tips that I've learned over 20 years of helping leaders use coaching just a little bit better as part of their critical repertoires, and for myself as a leader to use those moments of coaching or to use that skill set in a moment of conversation. Look, with COVID, so many of us are having to deal with fear, with we don't know what's going to happen, and I think if coaching is going to have an hour of moment, then this perhaps is a time to do it a little bit better. And I call this the coach position. How do you start a conversation? How do you walk into it? How do you turn on Zoom? And for me, one of the things that I've really tried to do is to create a position, just to put both my feet on the floor and think about, in this conversation, I'm being of service, I'm not being a leader, I'm not being a boss. And I challenge myself and I challenge you. Do you seek permission to give your ideas? Do you seek permission to share your stories? Coach position is a really clear psychological shift. It's an intellectual shift of thinking about, I don't give any advice unless I get permission. I don't know about you, but I find a lot of people telling me stories, giving me advice, and I've not even given them psychological permission, or just permission in the warmth of the conversation. So this is about pausing and just saying, is it okay if I share something I'm thinking? And just going quiet. And that permission is a different place. I'm not your boss in this conversation. The position is I'm neutral. The position is my role is that all I can do is help you expand your awareness, maximize your thinking. I don't need to know what you're thinking. And paradoxically, I'm much better in that conversation if I'm not trying to understand or not trying to tell you the answers. I'd like to call a challenge or invite a challenge to you and to myself tomorrow or the next few days when in a conversation. Put yourself in a position. At any point that you've got advice, at any point that you think you want to share something, just seek some permission. Just say the simplest thing. Is it okay if I share this? And then share the information and go quiet. And just notice, see what happens when you start to consciously use a position. And permission is just one of those examples. It's about the other person. It's not about me.